Hello everyone, this is Davidviadel23 and welcome to the Mandrago's Cave. Today we are gonna be drawing Gonbe from One Piece. This is a request I had, a very nice request I had. You know that sometimes here in the channel I draw as well like more small type of characters, or we're gonna try to do this with the left hand, okay? This is normally something that I don't do. So how do we draw Gonbe? Okay, so in theory we have done a lot of character design here. You guys, if you have been following the videos for some time, you know how this works. So if not, I'm gonna put a video here for easy for beginners. Learn how to draw your own characters, basically, from drawing faces to drawing full bodies, and as well characters that are a little bit more having different types of bodies, like strong people or smaller, and like more One Piece type of characters, I would say. Okay, so I am doing these lines here for the arms. Okay, keep in mind, and you're gonna have to forgive me for these shaky lines, but we have the arms for Gonbe. Gonbe is the pet of Chimney. We meet these two characters in the Water 7 saga. Chimney is the little girl who is with us at the beginning of the story, with Kokoro, with Iceberg, with everyone there, and basically she thinks that Gonbe is a cat, but he's actually a rabbit. As you can see, these massive long ears that we are doing here. Okay, like this. There are two designs for Gonbe. One is very silly, that is the one that we are doing here, and there is another one a little bit more adult, 2 years after the story, what happens when we have the time skip and everything. Like Chimney and Gonbe, they grew a little bit, and it's the way that Oda has to show us that, okay, these guys have grown a little bit. But I like this funny design a little bit more, so I just want to go for this type of silliness. Okay, so as you can see, we have the face, tiny face, and then the body is gonna be like this. He's behaving all the time like a cat. We have seen together with Chimney going around the gates of justice in Water 7, and they found a passage underneath that they were able to save some of the guys at the end of the story as well, because they were very cheeky and going everywhere. This is like kids, in the story, like kids are, being a little bit mischievous, going all over the place, and these two guys are very, very, very silly. I absolutely love them, and it's nice to have the request so we can actually have the drawings here, and maybe another day we can do Chimney as well, so we have both of them together, or maybe that day we can do Chimney next in this page, next to Gonbe, so we have all of them together. So as I said, it's gonna be a little bit like this, in a funny way, and this massive smile, because these two guys are always, smiling and being silly around, so it makes sense that we make Gonbe with the mouth open like this, like smiling like Luffy. They're trying to copy Luffy as well all the time. There is, in all the One Piece sagas, we always have a couple of characters, more childish characters, that are trying to copy Luffy, like Aisha, for example, as well, or we have Momonosuke as well, or we have as well Otama in the Wano saga, and let's do the whiskers, the mustache of the cat. That is not a cat. Like this, and like that. Okay. So as you can see, drawing with my left hand. One Piece at the moment is very interesting, but there are some weeks that I need to take some sort of breaks to gather my thoughts, to create a little bit more of designs in an easy way, like this. Okay, like Gonbe today. That is not specifically something that we need to theorize. I really like to draw random characters. We have done Buggy. We have done Buggy, small, I think it was. We have done as well old neon as well. We have done Beppo, I think we've done a lot on all of them with the left hand. If you click on that link, if I haven't put it, I will put it here again for the playlist, okay? And you can find all of them together. I like to create this playlist, so when we are actually exploring different topics, it's are very easy to find as well. So the whiskers are there. Now we're gonna do the eyes. Obviously on those playlists it is nicely explained. I'm drawing with my left hand, but you don't have to do it, obviously. If you wanna challenge yourself and do this kind of experiment, it's something funny that you can try to do as well. No pressure. This type of exercise is gonna stimulate your other side of the brain. Normally, if you are drawing or writing with your right hand side, you stimulate one side only, but if you are trying to do with both hands, you stimulate both sides. So that is always good for your brain, good exercise. Let's do this, and now like this, all the teeth like this. Okay, but this is a character that there is no much mystery about it, to be honest. I like Gonbe because it's funny and it's being silly all the time. This is something like it reminds me. I wanted to draw maybe the lapins as well, that we see as well these creatures, that they are ginormous rabbits. Very violent and carnivorous, and when you go into the Drum Island and you are around the snowy mountains, they will attack you. They are very dangerous. At the end, Luffy ends up befriending some of them, and now they work for Kureha and everything. But we could do a drawing of one of them. They are in the live action. I've been analyzing as well the 2 seasons of the live action. I'm gonna put here the playlist as well. If you wanna start watching the series, do not watch my videos first. Watch first the series and then come back here and watch all that playlist so we can talk about it, because I go in depth on differences, how they have done some of the things, how they have recreated some of the things, how they have used some other moments that don't happen but in the story, but they are kind of insinuated in the story, like at the beginning with Zorro in the first fight, the first scene, the first episode in season 1, fighting with Mr. 7. That is something mentioned in the story but that we have never seen, okay? But the guys in the live action, the ones who are making the show, the writers, the producers and everything, they are very nerd like us here, and they want to create all this kind of lore around things that we may have not realized. It is very nice, I think it's very beautiful, and it enriches the world, and Oda approves, so that is very nice. But for now, let's focus here in doing all of this. As you can see, my right hand, I do not know where to put it, so I'm just like it's laying here like that. It's very funny, but I should practice more of this type of drawing, because I want to draw more with this hand as well, so it can be a nice exercise for me as well, and not only drawing with the right hand. Okay, let's do like this, and now the ears are done. We need to do a little bit of hair, okay, because this is all the fur that the rabbit has. So as I said, Chimney thinks that this is a cat and is treating it and is saying nya nya as well, like a cat and everything as well, but it is not a cat. It's behaving like a cat. It has the whiskers like a cat as well, but there is a identity crisis here with this character. Like this. It reminds me as well to Doraemon. If you are a fan of anime, there is a very interesting series with a cat from the space called Doraemon, and he has a pocket here in the belly. He speaks as well, he can talk, and he's gonna help his guy Nobita, a student, to do some magic things. From his pocket he's gonna take out a door that can teleport you somewhere, or it's gonna take a hat with a kind of helicopter helis on top, and you can fly somewhere as well. Very nice, I love it, and something very creative. So let's do now color. Okay, Gonbe is most of it blue, different tones of blue, so I wanna press more or press less. This one is gonna be definitely a darker tone, like this. To paint is a little bit more difficult, because to do lines, I just have to do like this, but when I'm kind of moving my hand like this, it's a little bit more difficult. So if you want to have a good fun, a good love, just go and check that drawing with my left hand playlist, because all of the drawings are a little bit shaky, a little bit drawing and painting outside of the lines. And I had a nice time, to be honest. I always have a nice time when doing these things, because it's a challenge for me. So let's do. And thanks for the request as well from Gonbe. If you guys want to see any other character, obviously if it is more complex than this one, or if you want to talk real talk, serious talk about theories or about something specific or about an Akuma no Mi that a character has, and you haven't seen the guy here drawn or the girl here drawn in the YouTube channel yet, feel free to request it, okay? Because I love to talk about One Piece, I love to draw new things, and it can be a nice opportunity for us to create more stories and more theories here, okay? And the different characters, because, you know, like everything, I do have my favorites. And maybe that's why I started drawing, you know, characters like Crocodile or Law, for example, or Blackbeard, like a couple of years ago when I started the channel, because he's like, oh my god, I really like these guys, so I should draw them first, you know. And now it's like, okay, maybe there are other characters that are very nice that I haven't drawn, but for someone out there, they are lovely, they are super cool, they are super epic, and you want to see them drawn here, and you want me to theorize about them. We can do that, okay? Let's do all these details, okay? It's gonna be a little bit darker for the blue, and here as well a little bit darker for the blue. And what else do we need to do here? The skin, or I don't know how you call it, the skin. If there is a expert in rabbits here, you can say, well, you will say the fur, but it looks like fur texture here. But here it looks more like a plasticky texture, and I even thought when I was watching this that this may be a robot, because the whole story with Frankie, the cyborgs and everything, I thought maybe Frankie has built Gonbe as a robot company for Chimney, maybe, because, you know, they are friends, and Frankie's interacting with Kokoro all the time. Frankie at that time is very, let's say, rough, so I don't think he would do that, but to be honest, it could be. We are missing one tone. Maybe it's gonna be some sort of maybe brown a little bit. I think the fur here is a little bit brownish like this. We can go for that. It's quite pale, so I wanna do it quite pale. In some of the anime designs for this creature, they went for totally white. In some others they went for this kind of pastel type of color. I think I'm happy with this for today. And the nose, I shouldn't have done the nose in black, because the nose is red like Rudolph, so I wanted to do that design there. I have to confess, from Water 7 I could draw any of the characters. The Jagara Bull could be interesting as well to do with my left hand, maybe something like that. Water 7 and Enies Lobby, this is my favorite saga in One Piece so far. This is a double saga that for me is like one big one, because the new characters, the introduction of strong, very strong guys. I loved Frankie more in this part of the story. I loved Frankie when he was like a toolbox, very nice. So now with all the changes that we are seeing with him, it's a little bit more like a robot. But when we see him introduced in this saga in Water 7, he is crafty, he's strong, he's spitting nails, spitting fire. I want Oda, if you are there, hello first of all, but if you are there watching this video, but for whatever reason, just make Frankie normal again, in the sense of I know he has to embrace the cyborg and the robot mode, because that's what everyone does with Luffy. They embrace the kind of weird side. But I liked more the previous design, I have to confess, and I said it 1,000 times here in the channel, but, you know, we want Franky spitting nails, spitting fire, doing strong ride, all those things that have decreased in screen time or in panel time. I wanna see Franky fighting old school, doing Franky butterfly, doing the coup-up burst as well, and the fart as well. Very nice, it's very funny how he manages to save Nico Robin as well and inflate his ass to, let's see if he's gonna explode and expand them, and everyone gets scared because of that, and then he ends up flying. Like a Franky that is dangerous and silly at the same time is very interesting. Now Franky, I like him as well, but has become a little bit too serious. Even if the design is going more for, you know, funny outfits with him or funny hairs with him, I liked as well the concept that he could change the hair as well. So I have my likes, I guess, as well, like everyone. You guys prefer more one character from before, and now it's a little bit more meh, or maybe the other way around. Maybe you love much more Franky now because he's more powerful and he has this and that. That's completely normal, okay? I'm just, from my point of view, that I've been following One Piece for many years. I don't even remember how many years I've been watching One Piece. I would love to see something like that. A Franky that is for real, like at the beginning, okay? That I don't know what he's gonna do. Like Franky Kentaur, I didn't expect that at all. And we haven't seen Franky Kentaur again. Okay, we only seen it in that moment, fighting with Nero. That Nero was gonna be one of the potential new recruits for the CP9, and we see him fighting as well with Fukuro, doing the Franky Kentaur as well, and that's it. Where are those attacks? Where are the moments where he's gonna be spitting fire, like in the shipyard, for example? I absolutely love those details and absolutely connect that as well to the character, okay? To the character design and everything. Like he is, you know, the ship master, he is the carpenter of the ship, and he has plenty of tools that he could be using, like this. And I wanna see those hidden skills that are forgotten now. If you feel like me, feel free to put it in the show more section and open conversation. If you feel like characters like Franky, for example, have been left a little bit on the side and you want them to be a little bit more, you know, like before, like Nico Robin as well has been controlled, let's say, and Oda has put a limit on her, because with her power she could eliminate any kind of character straight away as soon as they see them, and that's dangerous. And that could overpower a Luffy, overpower a Zoro or a Sanji, and it's obvious that we have the emphasis, the focus more in our monster trio. But some of these guys, I want to see some of these guys as well doing their own things and inventive. Like original Franky was a toolbox, a box of surprises, and now it is a little bit repetitive, it's a little bit the same, okay? I want to see now, with new things that are happening lately in the manga, is he gonna get as well more updates? Is he gonna revert himself to a more stable version, like, because he's breaking the line between robot, cyborg, and now science as well? So what is gonna happen with that? The Green Blood as well. I'm gonna put my Green Blood video here because I cannot wait for the moment that happens. And if that's not gonna happen, that's not a good move, because we have the Green Blood with the Pacifistas, with the PX and the Seraphins, and Franky is powered by Cola. He could be perfectly powered by Green Blood. I'm just gonna leave that there. I would say we have done a very quick and very nice Gonbe drawing with the left hand, okay? I think I added all the details that we wanted, more or less. Obviously, is a rough Gonbe because it's drawn with the hand that I'm not usually using for drawing, but let's finish for today. We're gonna sign as well, we're gonna attempt to sign with the left hand. So, this is Davidviadel23, Davidviadel23. You can say it as you want, and this is the Mandrago's Cave. I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you enjoyed the drawing, and thanks for being there. Feel free to like, subscribe, and all those things that we do in YouTube, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.